Hello everyone, you're on Katyusha's Braids channel. Today you and I will learn how to create a hit of the season. This is the best and coolest waterfall hairstyle made of Kanekalon. We have it made of 3 braids. The middle braid for beauty and 2 edge braids we made with the release of stands and thus created the effect of bright hair without coloring. Just imagine for a second you have the opportunity to completely change the character, completely change the appearance, just for an hour and a half to create such beauty. To start planting our waterfall hairstyle, we need to understand how many braids we will do. But as a rule, waterfall is braided from 3 braids, that is a central braid, then 2 thin braids on the edges, and it is from these thin braids we will release the stands of Kanekalon. So now I suggest to make a marking to separate our center braided ones. How do we do it? Naturally, for this we moisturize the hair well so that we get a beautiful parting. In order for us to make a beautiful center parting, we need to first divide the hair into 2 parts anyway. I have prepared the central parting, and now from this central parting we will make a long beautiful triangle to one side like this, and now to this side we make the same triangle so that it will be similar to the neighboring one. Now we combine this hair and we get an even central braid in a waterfall. We have it ready and we divide approximately to the highest point of the hair to the place where a person's hair breaks up. And in this middle you can easily fix this hair with a rubber band so that the parting is not lost and we could easily see it clearly. Now we need to make another narrow parting parallel to this line, and just from this narrow parting we will braid our waterfall. If we like the parting, we see that it's straight, we fix it with a rubber band. It's done. Now we make a similar parting on the left side. This is how you should have 3 partings. This is the first central one, which we will do just a plait with a Kanekalon without releasing the strand. And 2 side partings. Here we will braid with the release of the strand from the Kanekalon. We are going to start with the central braid. Now I'm going to remove this side hair. We'll take them out so they don't get in the way. We'll fix it with a rubber band. Here are all the basic preparations for this hairstyle. And now we will move directly to the weaving with Kanekalon. And for this we need to prepare the material. I prepared 100 grams of material Kanekalon. For the hairstyle waterfall, I used a straight, beautiful Kanekalon Hair Shop Ida because it looks as natural as possible and similar to the natural hair, straight, smooth, pleasant to the touch, and it will be easy to care for. As usual, we combed it, and now it's ready. Now we move on to dividing the material into hairstyle. We're going to divide the first part of the middle part. This is how much material I've prepared. You also separate and look at the thickness of the model's hair and the braid you have planned. We divide this material into 2 parts, so that we have enough for 2 release braids. Here we divide it into 2 equal parts. We took them for the hairstyle 100 grams of material, but you can take 150 grams. First, we release our braid. Cut off the silicone rubber band so that we won't damage the hair. We comb through the hair in this braid. Separate a small triangle. fix it with a silicone rubber band. We will get a small ponytail of hair here at first. Do not tightly press the head, the ponytail, because we now need to fix the material here. Now take the prepared stand of Kanekalon, take a loop like this or a hook like this, whatever you feel comfortable working with. In the loop, I put all the material that I've prepared for the middle strand. Here it is, the material is already in the loop. And now we need to fix it on a small ponytail. Just thread one part of the material over the rubber band through the ponytail. I hold one part of the material and the other part I pass under the ponytail. And just like that, we already fixed our Kanekalon so easily. Now we flip it back over, compare the ends, compare the length. And to start blending, we take the Kanekalon and take a ponytail itself, which is here with a silicone rubber band. And all this now we need to divide into 3 strands equal to start braiding. Done. We have the Kanekalon divided into 3 equal strands, and now we start braiding the reverse French braid. Make sure that the weave is tight. And now we are going to start taking small pickups. Don't try to make your grifts very wide. The smaller the grifts are, the prettier your braid will look. Moisturize the hair. Directly take the grifts that we have next to the braid. Try to weave the tight blade. Now I take the last grip and continue weaving a loose blade. Here we should have a rubber band to make it easier to fasten. You better weave the blade a little bit longer. Now we moisturize the hair under the braids well. Fix it with a clip, and now fix the silicone rubber band here. We've secured it. Now we can weave the braid. Gently comb through. The Kanekalon could get a little tangled when weaving. And this is center braid we have. From it we have a beautiful ponytail. Let's continue. And to start weaving side braids with release the rubber band, comb through the ponytail. In order for us to have side braids with release, we will need to gradually add material. We need to prepare and divide into about 10 parts, so that we have enough to put and make release every time. We start dividing in small strands. I do thin strands, but you can do it thicker. Nice strands are ready, but I'm afraid that's not enough, so I add 2 extra pink strands. As a result, I got 12 strands, and I think that's good for the one braid. We spray the hair. To start braiding, we separate a small strand like this. Here we will not fasten with rubber bands so as to not complicate the planning. But we take our strand, the tiniest strand, throw the Kanekalon on the strand, and this is the fastening we get. Our Kanekalon just hung on our strand of hair. The strands of Kanekalon and the hair strand should be the same, so if you are starting with a very thin lip, I suggest you to take less Kanekalon. Now what do we have? We have 3 strands and with just enough to start braiding. This is the side strand, right side and middle one. We start with the reverse French braid. We fix strand and Kanekalon with a finger and put the side strand underneath. We hold it here. See, I don't lose the place where material is fixed, so nothing will fall off. And this hair strand I put underneath, and I'm still holding everything with the index finger. We take the first pickup. We put it on the middle finger. We braid everything that's on index finger. Here we have to pull the braiding well. And I have fixed the material so that I have nothing moved out, and now this strand of hair I also let under the bottom and index finger. Continue to hold everything. Take the first pickup. Pickups we have to go to the middle finger, but on the index finger. We weave here. You need to maximize the weave. And here I'm prepared now for pickups, but here I will start to put new strands. New strands I need to put like this, so that I have the opportunity to fix it between the index finger and the ring finger. You can see how I've done it. And this one strand we are going to put aside for now. We removed it. Now we take the pickup, also take it to the middle finger and continue weaving. Now take this side pickup, here we take only hair, we will not add kanekalon. Weave it through. Again, now I'm ready to take the pickup, but since we need to add material in addition for the pickups, I also slip the middle and the strand between my index and middle finger, and then I put the pickup in the same place. Now we take the pickup on this side. Here we only take the hair. We are not adding kanekalon here. Weave it through. Again, now I'm ready to take the pickup. But since we need to add material in addition to pickups, I also stick the middle strand between my index and my middle finger. There I put the pickup and continue weaving as usual, twisted plaits, those strands that I take aside. When weaving them, do not pull them hard so they are not stretched out. Now each pickup we pull a small strand of kanekalon. Now here I don't add anything else. I don't take pickup. I just weave a regular braid. We fix it with a silicone rubber band. Make sure that the braid does not loosen during the fixation, so hold it a little. Now we can weave our braid. We fix it with 2 silicone rubber bands at once, so that the rubber band do not burst. You can even use 3, because if the rubber band breaks, the hairstyle will be simply ruined. We are all done, and now we throw the strands that we have left over here. Now we can remove the rubber band so that it does not spoil the look of the hairstyle. Now we remove the rubber band. We can comb the hair under the material first. Look how beautiful our hairstyle looks, although we only done the right side. And now we need to do the same thing on the left side. We start to work here in the same way as we worked with this strand. That is, if here we started with the first strand from the third step, then here we start to add the first strand with the release also from the third step. The only difference is that we start to add the strand from the other side, where the release of these strands goes. We start to add strands from that side. Here on the right side we will not add a strand, because we do not need it here, and all the strands now we add on the left side. Here's the second braid. Now we need to comb it very carefully. For the experiment, I suggest to check how strong our strands. Now I am pulling all the strands that we have with the release. They are all fixed very well and well held in any case. We hold our strands, now combing the hair and kanekalon. Look, we have a very colorful hairstyle, practically covering your hair. I mean, you can't see your own hair at all. After we have finished creating this hairstyle, it is necessary to trim the kanekalon through the length of your hair. Subscribe to Katyusha's Braids channel and create bright and unforgettable looks. I'm sure you will succeed. Bye everyone!